L1011Widebody here. I'm trying a new sort of thing. I noticed a lot of other Let's Player kind of guys have like their random talk about crap stuff videos that kind of ramble, don't really talk about anything. You know, just to be sort of a fireside chat kind of YouTubey thing. So I figured I'd do that, and sort of a break between the series, the ongoing series that I'm playing. So, and I'm going to call it L1011Widebody's Empty Flight. Because it's like when sometimes there's a airplane that is overseas and needs to be moved to a new place to take on a new route or something. They'll fly it empty. They call it an empty flight. They usually put cargo in it, but you know, keeping with the theme of the airlines and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Just kind of talking about what's going on with the L10 channel so far. I did start using some new intros you may have noticed. I wanted to put... Oh, I got hit by a car. I just wanted to... I know a lot of other Let's Players have sort of a consistency towards their videos. Sort of, you know, that it's consistent across one video to another, that you know that you're watching, you know, it's a certain intro or outro thing that's recognizable as being them. Oh. Well, scream if you got them, I guess. So I thought, so that's what I'm doing with that, and I also wanted to get more video of my dog, you know, up on the interwebs, because he's cute and people like him. So I did the new intro, and I thought with the timing the text to the barks and everything would be kind of attention grabbing, so I hope that's not too annoying or anything for people, because I'm going to be using that. Oh, that was a chain to the face. So I'll be using that, but for those, ooh, yeah, punch that guy into a car. For those of you who watched the, who are watching it through the playlist, though, YouTube lets you set up a start and end time for a specific playlist. For a video in a specific playlist, I mean. Stole a club. So if you're watching the videos in playlist form, I have it set to skip the intros and the outros. So when you watch the videos through a playlist, it'll skip the intro and outro, so you won't have to watch it every single time, and the gameplay will flow smoothly from one video to the next. So far I've only introduced that on the Fallouts, on Fallout 2, because that's the one that I've had, the one that I'm working on most. I'm at the end of the game in that one. I'm at the Enclave oil rig, and I don't have the footage for it totally finished yet. I haven't finished the, well, I've done a couple of dry runs to finish the game to see what's happening, but I haven't recorded the end yet. There's, I think I've got one or two more videos I can pull out of the footage that I have so far. I'm kind of sitting on those right now because I want to get some videos up in the other series, because I've also been, also did the outro thing where it's, whoop, almost hit my car. The outro bit where it's linking to other playlists and other videos. So I'm sitting on that Fallout 2 footage because I want to kind of put up some videos in another series and see how well the cross marketing kind of works. The cross promotion between videos works. You get what I'm saying? But I'm really close to the end of Fallout. I've gone through and I've beaten it without recording it, and it's gonna come out real nice at the end, I think. So I'm real close there. There maybe be, like I said, 1 or 2 videos out of what I've got so far. The point I'm at right now, where I stopped, was at the, well, it doesn't really matter where it was. And then there might be 1 or 2 more videos after that, and the boss battle and everything, and then the ending. So that one's real close to being finished, and I'm going to be real happy to finish that one off, because that's a absurdly long playthrough. Oh no, I'm going to get arrested. Isn't that my luck? Yeah, so the Fallout 2 is so long. It's so long that YouTube doesn't even tell me how long it is anymore. Which is kind of funny. You go to the playlist and it doesn't even list a length for it. Yeah, screw you, officer, whatever. Ugh. So I don't even, it's, last I checked it was over 40 hours, but that was a while ago. I don't know how long it is, but people are watching it and enjoying it, I think. YouTube lets you see the analytics now for playlists, and looks like I'm getting a pretty good number of hits for my Fallout 2. People like Fallout. It's a fun game. It's a great game, and I think it's been a fun long ride. I was watching it, one of the earlier videos of it. It's like, wow, it's hard to believe it. You start, well, how far back I was like starting with like 30 hit points, and now I'm up to like 350 and stuff, and it's just amazing to see how far my characters developed. That's what makes role-playing games fun. So that's that. Yeah, the Fallout 2 is my big project. We should be finishing it up soon. Oh, that's a chain to the face. Do not chain me. So then, and the other big Let's Play I'm working on is Iron Storm. Oh, Iron Storm is giving me fits. I'm at the, I started doing the final level at the Reichstag, and oh, it's more difficult than I remembered, and I'm having some trouble getting through it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. So I've got some footage that I've taken so far that I want to use. Oh, this guy won't leave me alone. And so I'm working with that. But I want to do, I want to do a fancy intro for the start of the Reichstag level, so I'm working on that too. You guys will see that coming up soon. That's taking a little bit, but I think you guys will like that. You'll get a kick out of the what I've got in mind for the fancy intro. Just a little filler thingy. Yeah, speaking of filler thingies, there's the Love Boat thing that I did with oh, just so close to second place. The Love Boat for the Fallout 2 tanker I thought was pretty funny. And I've got a similar project that I'm working on with regards to that. You'll see soon. That'll be funny. I think. I hope. Yeah, Fallout or Iron Storm's real hard. It's kind of frustrating. I want to finish it up, you know, because I don't want to have too many series going on at the same time. So I want to start finishing these series like I finished the Mech Commander series. Finally, after a bazillion million years. That was a big accomplishment. I'm proud of that. I thought that came out pretty well. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, the Mech Commander was a hell of a thing. That was actually my first Let's Play that I started, and it's pretty funny and entertaining and informative to go back and look at the very first couple of videos of myself playing Mech Commander and seeing how far I've come as a Let's Player. The commentary for the first Mech Commander videos is really dry and I'm really kind of boring in it. So it's funny to see how I've progressed since then. It wasn't even till like, I think it was like mission 3 or 4 that I really started to kind of loosen up and even start trying to be a little bit more humorous, or at least you know, witty, I suppose. I try not to make it be a whole big joke of a thing, you know? Because I also want to be informative is the thing. Oh, that's a car. So I don't just want to be I'm not trying to be like a stand-up comedian, because I don't want the jokes to overshadow the game, you know, because I really care about these games that I play. I like these games. I think they deserve my respect when I'm playing them, you know? So I like to play games that I like, at least when I'm doing a series of them. I want to show them off, you know? So the Mech Commander, I'm really happy I finished Mech Commander. Had a couple of really difficult missions that I went through. Had to take quite a few attempts at to make it happen. But eventually it did, and I'm really pleased with the way it came out. It makes me look all like I know what I'm doing and everything. And yeah, Mech Commander is fun. I won't be doing Mech Commander 2. I've had some requests for it, but Mech Commander 2 is not... I didn't like it. I'll just be right out and honest with you. I didn't like it. It wasn't a game I enjoyed. So, I don't believe I finished it. I played it a little bit a while ago, but I didn't finish it. It wasn't, I didn't really enjoy it. It's something about the gameplay mechanics and everything. It wasn't... It had some really neat cutscenes and stuff, which I liked. It's like fake news things, if I remember right, talking about the BattleTech universe and stuff. But, yeah, I'm a real big fan of BattleTech. More like the old stuff than the what it's become after FASA declared bankruptcy and all. And I like it the older stuff before Microsoft started getting involved and making the arcadey type. What was it? Games. Mech Assault, yeah, on the 360, on the Xbox and stuff. Oh, I drove right into a car. Seeing stars. Nah, I didn't really like the Mech Assault. It was too arcadey, and it was like, no, this isn't really what I want. You know, and even MechWarrior Online is really kind of a disappointment. It's not really what I want to play. I don't really want to play an online BattleTech game. I want to have a nice, you know, campaign, a single-player campaign to play through. That's what I want to do. You know, So I don't want to just jump into all these, you know, meaningless matches and that seems to take place in the middle of nowhere. It's just like random stuff. Just blowing things up, you know, that's just there's no heart and soul to it. It's real soulless. When it's just those oh, I saw that coming and I didn't do anything about it. It's real soulless is what I'm trying to say, you know. It doesn't have the depth and stuff that I'm used to, that we got in, you know, MechWarrior 2 and even MechWarrior 3 had a decent, you know, depth to it. MechWarrior 2 was neat because it made you feel like you were part of an ongoing, you know, war campaign with the variety of missions and stuff. And, oops, Slater, get out of my way. Yeah, the variety of missions and the, oh, I got a chain and knock that guy down. And the aftermath and the backstory and everything like that. That was what I liked. You know? MechWarrior 3 was kind of a silly campaign. It's kind of silly in general. You had your mobile command thingamajigs. You could repair yourself like in the middle of battle and stuff, and it was like, oh, that's kind of cheap. You know, kind of cheesy stuff. And all kinds of weird mission objectives too. Hey, I won that time. But I like MechWarrior 3 because it allowed you to actually do some... the weapons were better. The weapon modeling was better. You could... the lasers were more effective. You could aim across the screen. The arms would aim at what you were aiming at, which was cool. I like that. And you could also, if you torso twisted all the way to one side and you looked, you could also fire all the way to your side there, and all the firing arcs that you had in the BattleTech board game. I wish there's a couple of ways you could play the BattleTech board game online, which is kind of cool. I think it's MechTech, M-E-K-T-E-K. That's how you spell it, I think. And that runs the board game online. Yeah, I'm a real big fan of BattleTech in general. I'm just not. There's a lot of it doesn't always translate into various mediums pretty well. I got some of the books and stuff that are kind of dumb. Bunch of stupid stuff, and characters like are not engaging and stuff. The old BattleTech MechWarrior books and stuff. The thing I always remembered was what's his name? Kai Allard Liao, I think was his name. He was all mopey and emo and stuff. It's like, oh, I'm the greatest MechWarrior in the world, but it's like I'm not good enough or something. He's a whiny emo bastard. Oh, those old books. Michael Stackpole wrote a bunch of them. I got a couple of them still around. I got all the BattleTech technical readouts that I got too. I got like the original editions ones before they had to remove the ones that they stole from Robotech or various Gundam wings and stuff, like the Marauder and the Phoenix Hawk, I think, and the what was the other one? The Battle Master. Basically, all the ones that didn't really fit. They didn't fit the theme of the theme of the other mechs that were in the game. They looked out of place because there were the Japanese style things where it was like more like a giant samurai robot than a giant tank, like it's portrayed in mechs are portrayed in the Western style. Those are called the unseen mechs. But I got those technical readouts with the old ones in them. That's pretty cool. So on the subject of BattleTech, I'm also I'm gonna be starting once I get some of these other series finished. I'm gonna start some new ones. So I want to get Iron Storm finished. Iron Storm's kicking my ass, man. That game's harder than I remember. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make it to the end. And also Descent, which I've been poking at around for a bit. That's going pretty well. The last one I did, I managed to make it through the entire level without any dying, which I'm pretty proud of. I think I've got 12 or 13 or 14 lives. Okay, I got a chain. And a chain! So I've just been kind of remiss on doing that one. That one and NASCAR Legends is... I've been a little bit behind on. That one's pretty hard, actually. I'm gonna restart the season in that because it's not turning out the way I'd hoped. Forgotten how difficult it was to not run into everything, and it's like I don't want to go out there and just crash into everything, you know. It'd be kind of funny, but I'm pretty sure it would wear thin after the first couple of races. So I'm gonna restart that and turn the yellow flags off for one thing, because the computer, the artificial intelligence doesn't properly operate caution flags, as demonstrated in a couple of my videos where the computer is like passing cars under caution and everything. And stuff that it shouldn't be able to do. So I'm going to restart the season without yellow flags, and I'm going to turn the driving mode back to arcade, and maybe make it a little bit easier to not have so many cautions and crashes throughout the course of the races, and that'll be fun. But those two, I'm just kind of doing them, you know, whenever I want to. I'm more laid back about those ones. But once I finish those two up, I will be. I've got some other games I'm really interested in. Let's playing. Well, I've got that Sins of a Solar Empire campaign, skirmish that I haven't yet finished. I've got it saved. I'm ready to finish that at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's kind of Sins is a kind of a difficult game to. You have to really, you know, dedicate 2 or 3 hours to sink into it. Yay. On to level 2. But yeah, Sins is a hard game to you really have to dedicate like 2 or 3 hours to drop into it to play do an entire session. It's not one you can easily pick up and go for, you know, a half hour or something, because it's just so it's just so big of a game. But I'll finish that one soon. And there's a couple of other games that I'm looking forward to Let's Playing as. Oh, that's a tree. Yeah, on the subject of BattleTech, obviously there's Mech Commander Gold, the expansion pack for Mech Commander, which is a new campaign. It's called Desperate Measures. Mech Commander Gold is the name of the CD, the compilation of both of them. I got both of those. So, that campaign is a bit shorter and such. Has some a lot more different missions in it. No, more different. You know, differenter than than they were in the first Mech Commander. So there's that. And add some new weapons and various other things. So I'll probably do that. Start that one up once I finish up some of these. I don't know when. Ugh. Because I'm kind of burned out of Mech Commander just from all the... finishing up that... those last couple missions of Mech Commander really wore me out. Ooh, into a cop. So I'll be doing that, and also I want to start a campaign of MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. I started to do the Ghost Bear's Legacy, which is the an expansion pack for MechWarrior 2 with a new campaign and stuff, but I tried it and I couldn't actually beat it, which is kind of embarrassing. I know I've beaten it before, but I would get to the last mission and it's wacky, and you have to use jump jets to fly up into a dropship and shoot a thing, and you have to fly into space, and there's like 8 mechs in this dropship. You have to kill them all and then get out and not fall off into the middle of nowhere and fly off into space. It's a real complicated mess. I know I've beaten it before, but I can't beat it this time. So that's not gonna happen. So I figured I'd skip to Mercenaries, because I could do Mercenaries, and that's gonna be a long campaign, and that'll let me kind of nerd out a little bit on the BattleTech with all the different mechs and stuff, and how they relate to how they were translated from the board game into the video game, such. So that'll be my next quote unquote super long play. I don't want to start that one until after I finish Fallout 2, because that'll take a real long time. And there's also a lot of filler missions in that too that I may or may not do. I probably will do them just so I, for the full experience of the game, and I'm sure I could fill up the time and such. I mean, we're already at the 30-minute mark, more or less. Yeah, Mercenaries is fun. I already did that. I did that best of Deadeye video. That was pretty cool. That was pretty. He's a funny guy. What do you mean funny? How am I funny? So I'll be doing that. So those are the two remaining mech games that I have on my agenda. I've also got Homeworld that I dug up out of my CD collection that I would like to do a Let's Play of the campaign that I have, and that'll be fun. Supposed to be HD version of it, high resolution something remake coming out this year, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. And besides, I kind of like to give the original feel of the game, you know? That's why I did the MechWarrior 2 with like the original DOS version instead of the fancy-ass titanium version. I'm going to be using the regular DOS version, running it through DOSBox for Mercenaries too, so... because I think it's more representative of the experience that you would have had when you were playing it, you know, for the first time. And that's what I want to capture in my Let's Plays. So it won't have all the fancy 3DFX graphics and crap that you see in all the other ones. So there's that. And there's actually a couple of differences between the DOS version and the Windows. There was a Windows 95 version of Mercenaries. There's actually some differences between them as far as there's a couple of glitches that are in one and not in the other. And they're supposed to implement dynamic salvaging in the Windows version, but it doesn't really work right. Whereas the DOS version, it's scripted salvaging, where what you salvage at the end of a mission is told to you. You know, there's no options. It's what you get. So we'll be playing the DOS version of that, warts and all. And yeah, Homeworld is a fun game. That's another real-time strategy game. It's the first one that was actually three-dimensional. It's a science fiction space thing. It's got 3 dimensions. You also have to put your guard from the Z direction. You could do fun things like that. Pick that one up. I'll probably do a skirmish of that as a Let's game, you know, just for fun and just to show off the whole thing. Kind of like how I did for Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, where I did like the skirmishes first and then I did the campaign, just to show off what the game has to offer first, and then dive into it. That'll be fun, I think. Homeworld's a fun game. I didn't play Homeworld 2 or... oh! The Homeworld expansion was called like Cataclysm or Cataclysmic Events or Apocalyptica or something. Nope, just regular Homeworld is all I've got. Then that's all I'll be playing. I did fire it up recently just to make sure that it works and everything. It was like such a what's the word I'm looking for? Such a difference that it was. It was so hard to get used to having, you know, limits on the types of ships you could build. Because I've been playing Sins for so long, you know, you can build all many ships of any type. It's just how much it uses of your capacity. But Homeworld has actual limits on the number of units you can have. It's like an old-timey population cap games. And that was kind of a shock to my strategy brain strategy, because I wasn't used to that. Ooh, that guy just got whacked into a cart. No, he didn't. Akira. That's a Japanese name. Yeah, so it works and everything, so I'll be doing that. Homeworld, I'll be doing that. And then I'm also thinking about doing trying another Civilization playthrough. Civilization 4. I started doing Rise of Mankind, and unfortunately that one got interrupted. But that one was pretty popular for a while there. What happened was I was intending to play it through as one continuous session, so I had left the game running to come back to it later, but the game crashed. And then I was like, okay, well, I could still use the autosaves to come back to where I was, and then I forgot about the autosaves, and later on I accidentally started a new game and the autosaves went away, so I lost the autosaves, so I don't have any saves for the Rise of Mankind, so I can't continue that, unfortunately. So I'm thinking of starting that one back up. Thanks, Natasha. Starting a new one of that, and then maybe I'll do Civilization 5. I don't know. I like Civilization 5, but it's I always seem to get stuck in that one place where I'm like, I have one city that I'm trying to take over, and you can't quite take it over. Always get it down to like 20% health, and then it's like you can't, because you can't stack units. I'm just throwing units at it. It's not, and it's healing faster than. You get what I mean? I gotta pause for a second. Okay, I'm back, and actually I think I'm gonna wrap this up here, because we're at the 40-minute mark, more or less, so I have some more thoughts to share. I'll be dropping these randomly whenever I have a chance to talk about what I'm thinking about, and just to have some updates and just to be more friendly like with my audience and everything. So as always, I hope you enjoyed watching. Like, comment, or subscribe. It's really nice to get comments from you guys, you know, on the videos and stuff. It you know, because I like to entertain, you know, and it's trying to bring you all this entertainment, you know, relatively for free, you know. And I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you around. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Also check out my other recent videos.